Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers third-party review. In today's video we're taking a look at the latest offering from Fans Hobby. This is their MB-19. This is the A set. They do two variations. There's an A and a B. Slightly different colorations. That's what kind of makes them different. This is their double agent, aka double dealer, aka double clouder. Of course, being a double clouder from Super God Master Force, he does come with both of his forms. He's got his Autobot Knock, and then he's got his Decepticon Scar. Of course, this is Clouder. He is human. He then puts on his suit, and I believe they pronounce, is it Transector or Transtector? It's basically the armor. It's almost like a mech suit, which he then kind of combines with. That's the kind of route they went with in Japan, but gorgeous boxes here. Got some lovely photography on the top there, spinning it around. We can see him. They've actually introduced a second robot mode. In the cartoon, if you've watched Super God Master Force, he only becomes the bot when he's an Autobot, and the bird is his Decepticon form. But I think Fans Hobby's logic would be behind this. Well, maybe he would actually like a robot form as a Decepticon as well. So that's what they've introduced here. They've given him a second bot form, and we get the optional faceplate as well. This is the toy coloration of the faceplate. It's almost that kind of teal-esque color, and then we get the animation kind of style, which is that kind of silver. But he's this lovely rocket base, and look at this. This really reminds me of when we were a kid and we used to see these little artwork pieces. Look at that. That's the actual size of his vehicle mode. Let's crack him open. And here we have it, straight out of the box. Lovely rubber tires. Really gorgeous size. Let's just have a look at our figures first. This is Clouder as Knock. Really nice colours, good size. There's the engine bay on the back there. I love these little dudes. Great little sculpt. And Scar. Here's Decepticon armor. I mean, he joined the Decepticons because he thought they were cooler, basically. McFeely does a really good introduction to Double Dealer and Double Clouder, so make sure you check out the basics. Again, there's your engine bay. Really love how these little dudes look. Never thought we'd have so many kind of Target Masters, Head Masters, Power Masters, I guess they were in the European and American market. Let's just remove this missile. Bring this up. This is going to rotate around, and this is going to untab from here, like so. That way we can get a little dude in. Slide him in. There we go. And then we can bring this back down. So, on his little control panel. Look at that. Let's tab this in. like so. The rocket itself actually takes 3 times LR44 batteries. They just tab in here. This opens up, and you put those in, and then you press once on the back to light that up, and then we press it twice, and it will light this feature up, like so. And 1, 2, 3 times. So I don't want to keep those in there, but again, it's a nice little feature. It's not something they would normally have to include, but I love the fact that they did. I mean, that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Let's bring in MP-10 to give you an idea of scale. What a really good size. Why is it taking us so long to get a decent third-party version of Double Dealer, eh? I love how smoothly this rolls as well. That is a fantastic alt mode. I remember seeing Double Dealer for sale, I think when we were in Hong Kong. It was in one of the stores there, the original. Gorgeous, gorgeous figure. Now obviously the Double Dealer or the Double Clouder figure was actually very different. There's a different colour scheme. Double Clouder in the show actually had the same paint scheme as what the Hasbro Western Double Dealer had. Whereas the Double Clouder toy had a different kind of look and colour scheme. But love how this looks. And these guys are incredible. Now before we get him transformed up, let's take a look at the accessories. We get a lovely sticker sheet done on this kind of metallic foil. And we get 2 flight stands which attach. And obviously if you collect the Fexed Hobby systems, you'll know that they do their own flight stands which can peg into any of these holes around your display system. And then we get the silver face, which is the face I will be installing when we get him into his bot mode, because he comes with the green as standard. Right now, to start the transformation, we're going to remove the rocket, and I've reset this to how it would come out of the packaging. You want to open up these tabs like so. These then untab from the side here as well. Our legs are going to split like so. These pieces are going to come up. I love that blue that they've used. That is absolutely sublime, isn't it? Really do like that. These can then fully come away, so they're all away from this upper torso piece. Make sure that this leg comes out far enough so you can get this up at this angle here. This hinge here is going to rotate upwards on itself. There's a double hinge in amongst here. Lift this up and see this double hinge here. This needs to come up on this rear hinge so that it sits nice and snug in here. This is going to come over and up onto this side, and then from here that's going to flip and fill in this void, and this is going to push, lock and tab on the underside like so. This comes down like so. This, make sure that's set in square, that comes in. This lifts back in like this. This is going to come up. This is going to come down and fill in the void and slide and insert itself into the bottom of that toe. Bring this around, and then this is going to flip so that it's facing the front like so. Come around to the back, and this section here is going to fold down and fill out the back of that leg piece. Now we have a little bit of backpack Jenga here. This is going to open up. This is going to come all the way down like so. This is going to come down. It's going to come down. This section here is going to come up like this, This is going to hinge like so. That's going to come all the way up, but this piece here needs to fold over onto this panel here. So that's going to come up. That allows this to rotate, and we should have something that looks like this. This folds upwards, this comes up like so, which allows this to drop down. This one folds over, this one folds in. This piece here is going to fold upwards like this. This straightens up. This piece here folds outwards. This folds inwards and back on itself. And then back over again, concertining up and over. This piece here is going to come down. This piece here will lift, and this piece here will lift. This allows this panel here to drop down to the side. Now we've got all of that extra space there. We can move the arm forward like so. Bring that around and down to the front. These can line up, but these wheels actually slide like so. So they're going to locate further at the back, allowing for the arms to then come in and fill out that void piece. Grab his head, rotate it, lift the beak up. This is going to slide down in between that backpack section here. And then using these hinges on the back here, this is going to fold around. And that's down, fold this one around like so. And that's down like this, that's like this. And then these are going to come over and close, over and close. This here is going to open, 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 bring this tab down. This is going to come down as well. This comes out, rotates, slides back in, comes up and pushes. This is going to come into this void. Look at that for a head sculpt. That is gorgeous. And this is going to come up. And these are going to push and locate on that double hinge, securing those arms into position. And then we have standard kind of MP reveal for the arms. Rotate, there we go, and rotate like so. And same on this side. Rotate and reveal, rotate and close that section off. Bring in his little engine former. Yes, that's what I'm calling them now. That's going to come in, that's going to come in. And this should line up. There we go, and line up, securing into place. And just close all of that off. Look at that. Sensational. And here we have him fully transformed up. Absolutely adore that for a bot mode. That is sensational. I'm not sure if I'm going to apply the stickers or not. They're very kind of toy-esque, and I quite like his animation look. Still not sure. Not overly keen on the backpack. Nothing tabs in to the head or anything on there. I'd like something just to hold that into position. But that being said, we've got a triple changing figure here, and he looks sensational. Absolutely adore that. I mean, that is a very kind of stoic look for a bot there, isn't it? What an amazing first impressions. Obviously we do have the second robot mode that we can come from here, and then that will then take us through to a bird mode. He looks very kind of dive bomb-esque, which is definitely an option for him. I can't say I'm a huge fan of that look for him. It's nice to have options, but personally, I don't know. I don't know. I'll show you. Because obviously it's the adding of that engine block with the original toy, which transformed it from one to the other. So you could go to bot mode if you put in his Autobot, or you go to bird mode if you put in his Decepticon. Here we have him alongside some fellow Autobots. There he is with Minerva as well, his little crush. It was a bit of a tricky job to get the faceplate off. It was kind of really wedged on there. It was the paint. I think you kind of have to get underneath it and just pull it out. The other one went on really easy. So I think it was just kind of thick paint on that green faceplate, but he looks sensational with these, doesn't he? Before we check out that second bot mode, let's just take a look at the articulation. Head and look up, down, left and right. We can tilt quizzically side to side. I love that new faceplate. Arms are ratcheted out to the side, upper bicep rotation, double jointed bend on the elbows, rotation on those wrists. We've got waist rotation, no abdominal crunch in there, but there's still a really nice kind of rotation amongst all that. Backpack is a little bit kibble-tastic, so it does hinder the backwards motion of the legs slightly. Hip skirts can come forwards and backwards. Legs all the way forwards, all the way backwards, out to the side. Hey, upper thigh rotation. Bend on that knee. And feet pivot left and right, up and down, as well as some rotational, lots and lots of range on there. Because when we disarm him, these legs basically have to rotate around. So we are left with the sections like so being at the front. So this comes around, this comes around, this goes here, this goes here. Like this, look. So the knee joints rotate at 2 points, bringing these sections now to the front. I think that's a really fabulous start. Disengage the chest. We're going to take out our engine bay. This section comes down. The head can come up. This slides and rotates, slides back down, and that's going to go back in, and that's going to push and tab back into position. You flip this little section out here and turn that around, and then we've got a lovely big space there for a Decepticon insignia. This is going to flip up. This is going to flip up. The wings are going to come out. Our wings are going to come out. These open. These open. This section comes up, and you can see there's a tab just here. That's going to push and locate into the side, like so. This piece here then comes up as well, covering off the top part of that wing. These are then going to extend fully, like so and like so. And then from here, rotate on this hinge. This section comes down, this comes out, bend it on this hinge, and from here you want to lift that head back up. This is going to come down, this comes over, and here we have him kitted up in his Decepticon form. See, I like that. I didn't think I was going to be as much of a fan of that. He's very dive bomb-esque, isn't it? But it makes more sense to him to have an actual bot form as a Decepticon. It's very kind of punch, counter punch, that sort of style. I love the fact we can have the insignia revealed there. Meant to shorten his weapon. It does extend for his bot mode. And then we have the missile pod on the back there as well. So I like that. That's a nice little touch. And if you do decide to display him in his bot mode alongside some of your other Decepticons, he scales really well. I've got the Black Zarak upgrade kit fitted on there, and of course we have the Fans Hobbies take on Overlord, one of my favourite figures they've done to date. But scale wise, colour wise as well, that all fits really well. Right, I'm going to try and take us from here to our bird mode. So I want to put the hands back together, rotate them around and fold those back inside and close those fists off. You want to grab the head, bring the beak down and close off this piece here, which just covers off the face. Untab the shoulders, bring this up, and these are going to slide back in. This is going to untab, this is going to slide back in like so. These are actually going to move around, and this is going to move around as well. I love the sound. Oh, it sounds so good, doesn't it? And you've got these small little pieces here. They're going to flick out, and again, these sections underneath, these are going to form the eagle feet. Come on, I haven't got any nails, so there we go. Those are down. Detach our chest plate, pop these side panels back in, make sure you fold them in on that double hinge like so. So it tucks in there nicely. This could then come back in. This is then going to come around like so, and that's going to fold all the way down like so. And same on this side, it's going to fold all the way up and over. So these are now out of the way. This can now come out, and with this bent backwards, these are going to rotate around. This can then rotate on that hinge there, bringing this forwards. This section fully extends, revealing the kind of bird hand foot thing like so. You're then going to bring this forward enough to collapse that down, and then slide that all the way through like so. So we've now got these kind of claws sat back. Make sure these are fully extended and locked into position, and come down to the legs. This is going to open up. Need to bring this out. You need to make sure that the hip skirts are folded. This section is going to come down, and this section will come out. This opens up. This is going to come inwards, and you basically want the wheel section to be at the front, so bring that in. Bring that in. Close that off. Bring this around this is going to rotate and then rotate to the side, which allows this piece to come inwards. These are then going to come in together. I need to give that one more click to get that right into the centerpiece. There we go, that's in. And that's in there. This comes down, covers off the hip skirt. This opens up like so, and up like so, and bring the tail fin section down. You then bring the wing down. This is going to come down like so, and in like this. And we're just going to tidy up all of these wing pieces. Look, there's that torso crunch there. Look, just kind of just enough to bring that in and down. And our arms just fold in underneath like so. There we go. Got his kind of wings arched up there to kind of make it look like he's coming swooping down to pick up his prey. What do you all think? I think bot mode's definitely the strongest, that and vehicle mode. As far as bird modes go, this isn't terrible at all. It's very reminiscent of what we saw in the show and very reminiscent of his toy as well. But he will be displayed in bot mode without a shadow of a doubt. And here we have him alongside Overlord. Yeah, as good as it looks, I think. I mean, he does look good. The colours especially, he looks sensational. But definitely bot mode for me. Yeah, bot mode is definitely the strongest. But all three modes are fun. It's a triple changer, which pays a gorgeous homage to both the toy and the character. I'll include a link in the script. I don't have any of the stands to hand, so I can't show you the flight stands in action, but I'll try and dig some out and take some pictures and pop them up on Facebook. And until next time, thank you all for taking the time out of your busy lives to watch my content. Myself and the rest of the Collectibles household. Goodbye.